You ever walk into a place where the air feels so stiff you could snap it in half with a look? That's how it was at Millionaire, a place where forks are polished until you can see your reflection, where the lights hang low enough to catch every shimmer off a wine glass, and where silence cuts deeper than a steak knife. And let me tell you, all that tension wasn't because of the food or the wait list. It was because of one man, Mr. Sterling Ward. The moment that guy pushed through the door in his blood-red suit, the whole restaurant seemed to shrink 2 sizes, like it just braced for a storm. He wasn't old money. He was new money, loud money, the kind that leaves a stain wherever it sits. 52, slick hair, smiles so fake it could peel paint off the walls. He'd built an empire by crushing people, not just deals. His name was on buildings, and just his phone call could ruin your month. Thing was, Sterling never made a reservation. He never said please, and when he tipped, it was more like a reminder of your place in his world. The staff, they ducked and dodged his moods like it was a sport until tonight, when something changed. See, tonight was Zariah's first shift at Millionaire. She's 30, sharp as a tack, dark skin that glows under the kitchen lights. Her blouse crisp and her skirt pressed just right, back so straight you'd think she was balancing the world on her shoulders. The other waiters, they pulled her aside right away. That's Mr. Ward. Don't screw up, don't talk back, just smile, keep your head down, make it out alive. Zariah just raised an eyebrow and shrugged. I've been serving tables since I was 19, gonna bite me or what? You know what I mean? But the look in their eyes wasn't about a hard customer. It was about survival. When she took his order, Sterling didn't even look up. Filet. Medium. Don't mess it up like last time, or I'll make someone cry again. Zariah nodded, wrote it down cool as ice. That's when he glanced up and said, New, huh? You people never last. Her lips tightened. Excuse me. Don't get emotional, he sneered. Just bring my food and keep quiet. She walked off, heels clicking, fists clenched at her sides, not saying a word, yet there's a time and place for everything. She brings him wine, one sip, and suddenly he spits it out, slams the glass down, his voice cutting through the room. Are you stupid or just blind? This is Syrah. I asked for Malbec. Do you even know the difference? Zariah, calm as ever, tries to explain. You pointed to the Syrah, sir. He doesn't care, don't argue with me. I've had dogs that listen better. The whole room feels it's someone across the way just puts their fork down, a couple whispers, everyone's waiting to see if she'll snap or bow. Zariah stands her ground, face burning, but not from shame, and then flings the glass. Red wine sprays across her white shirt. The glass shatters at her feet, and you could hear a pin drop if it weren't for the baby that started crying in the corner. Sterling barely glances up. I'll be expecting a refund and a manager. You're done. And right there, Zariah just... She snaps, but not in the way you'd think. She steps closer, points right at him. You're right. I'm done. The room holds its breath. I've cleaned up after men like you my whole life. You think money lets you spit on people? You break others because you're broken. You've never earned respect, only bought fear. Sterling's jaw just drops. Nobody's ever talked back like that. She keeps going, voice steady, chest heaving. I'm not afraid of you, Mr. Ward. I've been homeless, worked 3 jobs, watched my mom scrub hospital floors at midnight, and still come home smiling. I'm not about to let some suit throwing a tantrum over wine make me feel small. The manager Janash rushes over, sweat on his brow, stammering, Zariah, what happened? Sterling stands up, all huff and puff. She insulted me. Fire her now. Jonas looks lost, glancing between the Millionaire and Zariah, her shirt ruined, hands shaking but eyes so sharp they could cut glass. Jonas mutters, I'll get the owner. Sterling's smirk is back. Please do. What nobody realizes. The owner already saw everything. Sterling folds his arms, confident as ever. You'll be out of here before dessert, girl. Hope you're good at scrubbing sidewalks. The whole room is still. Some guests look away. Some reach for their phones. A couple actually start recording. That's when a deep, steady voice calls out from the corner. That's enough. Everyone turns. There's this tall, older man, salt and pepper hair, simple gray blazer standing up, not a hint of fear. That's Mr. Roland Hale, the owner. He walks over, doesn't raise his voice, just lets the silence work for him. Mr. Ward, I watched this whole thing. You've humiliated my staff, not just tonight, but every time you walk in here. I've tolerated it because of your money in your name. But not anymore. The murmurs ripple. Sterling's face tightens. You're siding with her, a waitress who just insulted me? Roland shakes his head. I'm siding with dignity. I built this place with nothing but borrowed money and my grandmother's recipes, not to let bullies in suits make the rules. He turns to Jonas. Promote Zariah to floor manager. Right now, gasps, whispers nobody can believe it. Sterling is still in shock. You're banning me? Roland nods. You're done here. You can't do that. I just did. Sterling tries to make a scene, but nobody jumps to his rescue. Zariah just stands there, shaking, but it's not fear anymore. It's something else. One table starts clapping, then another. Not thunderous, but real. Sterling leaves, no dessert, no outburst, just this weird, heavy silence. It's like a chapter closing. An hour later, Zariah is in the office, clean shirt, apron off. Roland hands her a folder management. I know you didn't come here looking for a fight, he says. She smiles, tired but proud, but I wasn't about to let someone throw wine at me and walk out smiling. Roland nods. You gave his place a backbone. By the next morning, the videos everywhere, over 2 million views. Headlines about courage, dignity, respect. Sponsors start dropping Sterling's name. His reputation in freefall. Suddenly his silence is the loudest thing about him. At Leon Ray, everything's lighter, staff walking taller, laughter in the kitchen, a new gold plaque by the door. Respect is the dress code. Manager, Zariah Coleman. She didn't get rich. She didn't chase fame. What she won was freedom, a kind where you don't flinch when someone tries to put you down, where you stand a little taller, not just for yourself, but for everyone watching, everyone who's ever had to swallow their pride to keep a job. And this city, it learned that courage isn't about yelling. It's just about refusing to bow. So, let's hear it. Where do you stand on this? Was Roland right? Should Zariah have stayed silent? Or did she do what everyone dreams of doing? Drop your thoughts below, because sometimes the most important thing isn't who wins the argument, but who finally speaks up.